My name is Linry, and this is ranking every single nail art that I did in the entire year of 2025. PR disclosure, some of the products I used I did receive in PR with no obligation to post. The nail arts that contain PR will be marked on screen to the best of my ability. Obviously I can't remember every single one, but just know some of these products I did receive for free. Let's get into it. So S ranked is inspired. This means I don't feel like with my current skill set and capabilities I could do better, and I feel like the manicure just came out beautifully. A as in almost perfect. Maybe something was off center. Maybe if I had a little bit more time to think, maybe the color's not 100% there. It's almost perfect and definitely like a good manicure. B is for basic. It's on everyone's timeline. We all have the candy corn gradients and all that nonsense. You know, there's nothing wrong with a basic manicure, but you know, B is for basic. C is could have done better. If I were to repeat the same exact manicure the next day, I would have been able to do better. D as in didn't execute well. Something fell apart. Everything went wrong. I was having a bad nail day. You know, didn't execute well, but there's some things redeeming about it. And then F is just a clear nail fail. Girl, what happened? I have no idea. Who changed spots with me to make that manicure a hot mess? Let's get started. Starting off with my Instinct Animal series, I am actually having a blast painting all these extinct animals on my nails. I can't remember which part of Earth's history these creatures came from, but these were very funny, but I feel like a lot's kind of missing on here. I think I'm honestly gonna rank this one C. Could have been better. I feel like if I'd given a little bit more shading and attention, definitely my pointer finger is a lot better than the rest. And if I gave the same amount of like attention to detail to the rest of my fingers, I definitely think this would have been an S rank or inspired. I just kind of got tired in the middle of the manicure and just kind of gave up. Also, that black outline around my, it's a tri something. It has a trilopod. My black outline around the trilopod doesn't look great. It definitely stands out amongst the rest because no other animal has the black outline. So C. My I4 eyesore manicure. Honestly, this was really funny to me and it's almost perfect. I feel like my Northern Lights don't look that good, but my stupid polar bear, my alligator, it looks fantastic. And I received a comment from just a random person on that manicure asking if that is the building off of I4. And I feel like if someone who wasn't there for stream, wasn't a part of my community or whatnot, was able to clock the fact that that was the building off of I4, I feel like I should get an almost perfect for that. We were also going through a cold snap in Florida, so I was just making jokes. My manatees, I did this on a live stream with Fanaticure, Nicole Loves Nails, and Danny Shout. We did a group live stream. I thought this was really fun. My aura gradient was kind of not great. My manatees came out really good. I love the texture I have on their like mustaches, but I'm gonna say I could have done better. I could have done better. The aura gradient just wasn't there for me and it kind of let me down quite a bit. I feel like this manicure looks really cute and I'm really happy with it, but it could have been better. My hot pink, cobalt blue, gold flaky crackle manicure done for Nicole Love's birthday. I feel like it is pretty basic. I'm gonna rank it as basic. I think it came out beautifully, but I did this manicure to celebrate Nicole Love's birthday. There was a collab for her birthday, and of course I had to participate, duh. Manicure came out real cute though. I was really happy with this one. Oh, my Curse of Strahd manicure. My first S rank of the year. My first S rank. This mini came out perfect. My painting of Irene. My pinky, I put a fucking painting of a person on my pinky. Are you kidding me? Mind you, I feel like there are things that obviously I could have improved upon drastically, but honestly, that pinky is carrying so fucking hard. The detail I have, the detail. Irina, I think her name's Irina. I can't remember. Honestly, my brain, thinks good. Whatever, great manicure. My water marble hearts for Valentine's Day. I'm gonna say it's basic. Not that everyone has water marble on their timeline, but I do feel like this kind of water marble texture is everywhere. I didn't really have the hearts. It's not executed well. Maybe this should be a D. I think the water marble looks nice. I think it looks nice, but it's not reading as hearts. So I'm just gonna put it on B for basic. My Snake Lunar New Year manicure. I'm gonna say it's basic. It's on everyone's timeline. I feel like this manicure is very cute. I did a two-tonal kind of stamping pattern to get like snake scales, and then I had the snake stamped in gold. I feel like that's really cute. Just ignore the pinky. The pinky is Big Bird, but that's to celebrate the fact that the first time I did a Big Bird manicure was a Lunar New Year manicure as well. And it just came out really dumb. So I just felt like I would continue that tradition. I'm gonna have to do it again for Year of the Horse, aren't I? It's gonna be real cursed. I'm gonna say she's basic. Big Bird came out cute though. And then I wanted to use the stupid Cad's Worm stamping plate for the Year of the Snake, and then I put little forked tongues on them. Their tongues aren't that great, so I'm gonna put this at could have been better. If I had paid more attention to the forked tongueness to get it just a little bit sharper. It looks really cute and funny. This manicure makes me laugh, but it could have been better. Those forked tongues aren't it. My pond manicure, honestly, I'm gonna say it's S ranked. This pond manicure is so amazing. I come back to it constantly. I'll look back at it with just like fond memories of like, yes, it's executed so beautifully. I love my fish pond so much. And the little lily pads I have are so cute. I love this manicure so much. Okay, water marble hearts again. I was really struggling. If I got a heart on every single finger, I would say this is almost perfect, but I'm gonna put it as basic on everyone's timeline. I still just feel like those water marble hearts aren't hearting enough. You know, they're okay, they're all right, but they're just a little fucked up. Something's not right about them, so we're gonna put you on B. My Trans Pride Sylveon Manny, I'm gonna say I didn't execute that well. I feel like with the skill set I had at the time, my gradient just wasn't good. And then the pinky, I just kind of threw that away. I wanted to create like this kind of cloudy texture, and it just kind of looks like on my nail. I think the Sylveon came out really strong, and my pointer finger is like the only redeeming quality of this manicure. I think the ring finger's okay, but just overall this manicure, like it needed something else, and I just kind of flopped it hard, and I only have one good finger. We can try again this year though. Water marbling hearts again. This time I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. I have a readable heart on every single nail. It's just not like 100% there for me. Again, I did this manicure live on stream with Fanaticure, Danny Shout, and Aculid Nails. We water marbled hearts together. I feel like it's readable. It's okay. It's almost perfect. Almost there. I'm just a little bit better. The pinky's crooked. It's almost there. My love bugs. I did a little bit of love bugs. Guys. Okay. I wanted to put it in nail fail, but we'll say didn't execute well. I feel like my colors were there. I feel like everything was there. I feel like the thought and everything was working well together. It's just the little hearts on their shell don't read well. I'm crooked all over the place. The wings are just crooked as heck. And the faces are cute, but they're all so high, and they're not great. If they all looked like the pinky, this would have been 10 out of 10, but they don't. And we're gonna just say didn't execute well. Pride Valentine's Day manicure. Ooh, where do I put this? I feel like it's basic, and on everyone's timeline, I feel like it looks nice, and I like the way it looks, and I'd like to retry this manicure again. There's just something missing, maybe like hollow or something. There's just like texture. It feels busy, yet not busy enough. Something's up with it, and I'm just not 100% pleased with it, so I'm just gonna say it's basic and on everyone's timeline. I think it looks cute, but I feel like I could have elevated that a bit more. Abiotic Factor Manicure. This is almost perfect. Almost perfect. My stupid fog monster, I wanted to make him look like he was coming out of fog, but what happened was he just disappeared into the fog, so he's not readable. My middle finger is completely unreadable whatsoever. The pointer finger slays. I've got perspective on that. You can see the little scientist running away. I think this manicure looks really cute, and I feel like fans of Abiotic Factor really understood what was happening here, but if you have no context whatsoever, it gets muddled in the details. I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. If I had made wiser choices with my background colors, I feel like this would have been an S rank. Okay, I have no idea why this photo is sideways, but it just is. This is a complete and utter fucking nail fail. Oh my God. This was Wheel Picks My Stamping Plate, and it fucked me. It fucked me so hard, and I could not rebound whatsoever. A complete bloodbath. That was miserable, and I think that was the first time I allowed the wheel to choose my manicure. So so it knocked this wind right out of my sails, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen now, guys. Help, no help with that manicure. It was a bloodbath, start to finish. The wheel picks the stamping plate, the background color, and the stamping polish. Not great. My state parks manicure. This is fucking S ranked, bitch. I feel like the one finger that lets this entire manicure just a little bit down is my ring finger. It doesn't really read Yellowstone, but my Devil's Tower, my Joshua Tree, my logo for the state parks. Yes. 10 out of 10, this manicure is so lovely. I've got that texture down and visually, chef's kisses. All right, I broke a nail and then decided to rock just different nail shapes completely. I'm gonna say this is almost perfect. It's just the orientation I have of the tower. If I'd figured out a different shape than a tower, I feel like this would have been 10 out of 10, but we've got the flapper girl dress. We've got the piñata. We've got the little octopus, and we have a tower. I think this manicure is great. Honestly, not gonna lie, I think I wore those nails for a week, and it wasn't as bad as you'd think. It was bad. Yeah, there was snagging in my hair constantly, but it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. All right. Okay, let's go. This is another Wheel Picks My Mani, and this time the wheel did not lead me astray, but I'm gonna say this is a bit basic. This is lovely. I've got like a little fall vibe going on. I feel like it came out really, really cute. The wheel didn't screw me over that time, which was really nice. Another Wheel Picks My Manicure. Again, I feel like it's pretty basic. I'm very happy with it. I feel like it looks nice. I don't really see any way I could improve upon it at all, honestly. It looks pretty good, but she's just a little bit basic. Wheel picked it for me though. Water marble clovers. I'm gonna say this could have been better. I only have one defined clover on my nail. Every other finger is a little bit abstract. Like you're like, okay, yeah, I can see the clovers. I want defined clovers on my nails, so I didn't get that. So I'm just gonna say it could have been better. My bee manicure. My honey manicure. This was inspired by like soap I saw on TikTok, and it's flawless. It's flawless. It's inspired. It's beautiful. It's perfection. I was an elegant lady in that moment, and I love looking at that mani so much. It is perfect. A little spring water marble. Honestly, I'm gonna say didn't execute well. I feel like the colors are really there and nice, and they all work well together. If my colors were slightly off, this would have been a nail fail. Honestly, the water marble's okay. It's all right. I'm just not feeling this manicure whatsoever. I have quite a few bubbles in my water marble, which, you know, happens just a lot to me. You know, I'm just naturally blessed with a lot of bubbles, but I just feel like it wasn't there. My solo leveling manicure, that's a nail fail. That is like a fucking like third grader discovering anime for the first time and then tries to draw a face. I have no idea. I have put anime people on my nails before. I've done it before. It is easy. I've done it. And I don't know what happened here, but I did put his iconic catchphrase, "I've been leveling up," this whole time on his thumb. Oh my God. Solo leveling is really fun to watch. You turn off your brain and you just watch, you know, like someone live out a power fantasy. It's fine. And like he does this cool, badass thing. And you're like, whoa, he's such a badass. And he just RP walks close to this guy and then says, I've been leveling up this whole time. It is the cringiest line I've ever heard in anime. And it makes me laugh every time, and I love it so much. Terrible manicure, though. Oh my God. What? No. My Repo Manny. I feel like my Repo Manny, I'm gonna give it inspired. It's S ranked. Honestly, I think it came out so cute and so well. They look like little guys on my nails, and I've got this stupid cursed little like laughing emoji on there. I feel like that was well executed. I'm gonna give that an S rank. My jellyfish manicure. Honestly, I'm gonna say this is almost perfect. It loses a little bit of readability, but I absolutely love the depth I have with like the seaweed and stuff like that. I just feel like the octopus and the jellyfish don't have enough readability. I think they look beautiful, but they look beautiful from up here and not from here. So I'm just gonna say almost perfect. My Monster Hunter manicure. This is S ranked, and this is the first time I've ever had a nail art stolen from me. That's right, my nail art was stolen from me and then posted on Facebook. Let's fucking go, woo! I knew eventually I would have some of my nail art stolen. It unfortunately happened to me quite often while I was actually drawing artwork. I did have a couple people steal my artwork, which it sucks. I knew it was eventually gonna happen to me, but I didn't expect it to be with the Monster Hunter Manny. This is flawless, absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10 manicure. Done. Bakugo. My Hero Academia. I'm having a, we've been filming for 23 minutes and I'm already starting to fuck it up. My Bakugo. Danny's gonna lose her mind. This is S rank. This was for Danny Shout's birthday. No, okay, we're going almost perfect. This was for Danny Shout's birthday. Danny loves it when people put not nail polish on their nails, so I decided to make Bakugo out of spice. The only nail that's slightly readable is Bakugo. Everything else is a mess. The pointer finger was supposed to be like a grenade. The middle finger was supposed to be an explosion, and I cannot remember what the pinky was supposed to be. Should I I mean, it's the concept is great. It's very funny. I think the concept can carry something to almost perfect, okay? The concept can carry it. But spice on my nails, it was awful. It was awful. By the way, you don't want to work with spice. It was a pain in the ass. My Dragon Ball manicure. Honestly, this has been bothering me from the moment I top coated it. I'm gonna say it could have been better. Now, I put Shinron on my nails for Polish Mess's birthday, and if I had given him just a little bit of texture, painted his belly at all, this would have been almost perfect. This is a fantastic manicure. I just got very tired in the middle of it and I just kind of gave up. Like, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I just didn't give his belly any texture. If I just painted a few fucking lines, this would have been almost perfect, but unfortunately, I did not. I think this manicure is really nice. I love how like close I got his like slithering on my nails. Like you can see where everything connects and moves together. I feel like that was executed phenomenally, but it needs his belly lines. I tried to recreate the jellyfish that I almost got perfect on my nails for, I think, a Holo Taco nail art contest. Oh boy, she's a nail fail. The sand looks cute. I tried to do a bunch of glow-in-the-dark jellyfish, and they just look like splotches on my nails, and they look not good. So I'm gonna say that was a complete and utter nail fail. I also tried to change the color of the stamping polish of my jellyfish to silver, and it weirdly is harder to read than my previous one. So nail fail. Magus Bride. I've watched this full anime. I've read the manga. This was done for Fanaticure's birthday. And I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. Now you might be like, why isn't it perfect, Linry? That's actually really fucking decent. It's because in Chise's face, you see this weird fucking texture. It happened, boys. It happened. I top coated and I smudged. I told you guys, I've left many a smudged manis in my wake. So after the top coat smudge, I decided to try and work it a little bit and try and cover up the smudge. And like, it just left a weird texture on her face that I just lock onto so hard. I don't think anyone clocked it. But I fucking clocked it. So I can't. My Ruth nail is insane. My Ruth nail looks so good. Oh, I love it. But this was done for Fanaticur's birthday, and I feel like it came out pretty good, except for me smudging Chise's face. So I've got that going for me. My Easter manicure, I was trying to do like a little nail art tutorial to show people how to do nail art. And I'm gonna say it's a nail fail. I don't think it came out that good. I just don't like any of the fingers. The chick is kind of cute. The peeps are okay, but I don't think this manicure came out cute at all. Nail fail. Okay, then to do it again on short nails. Honestly, this could have been better. Doing it the second time around on shorter nails, honestly, it looks way better. I think it's really funny and cute, and this is hysterical. This picture makes me laugh every fucking time. And do not let, oh, my nails are small, hold you back from doing nail art, okay? If I can do nail art like that on this, you've got this, okay? Nail art's not just for long fingers, okay? You've got it. My pastel springy nail art, honestly, I don't like it. It's a nail fail. I don't like anything about it. It could just be the color palette and just what I'm working with here. I don't like pastel colors, so I'm probably gonna have just a hard time liking any pastel-y, springy manicures, so that might just be a bias-y. Every time I look at that manicure, I'm just like, whatever. Le Passion Steve. This could have been better. I did the Sharpie trick around him just because I wanted to be lazy. And sometimes with the Sharpie trick, when you top coat it, the pen kind of does separate just a little bit. So you need to go back over it one more time. And it just, you know, you can see that there are gaps in my black line. I think it looks fine. Honestly, it's a very cute, funny manicure. And I feel like I color matched it very, very well. But it could have been better. My Minecraft manicure. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's basic. I think most people have like a Minecraft kind of inspired mani on their thing. It's okay, it's all right. My lines aren't squared. I was trying to practice painting straight lines, and as you can see, with how many round edges I have, I didn't do well. All right, this is when we get the Starly brushes, all right? I did a practice manicure. I recreated my coffee mug on my nails, and this is S rank. Beach, that looks so good. This is the coffee mug right here, beach. I did it, it looks perfect. No notes, perfection. My May the 4th be with you manicure. 10 out of 10, that is inspired, that's S rank. I feel like I have such great texture on Chewbacca and Leia's hair. I feel like this is so good, and actually the one finger that brings this down is R2-D2. I feel like most people can execute an R2-D2 well, and I just feel like I didn't, but you know, Yoda, Leia, Chewbacca, they blast this to S rank. My Revenge of the 5th nails. This could have been better. I tried to, my at looks insane. It does not look good at all. My slaying of the younglings, I think that comes across not well. I don't feel like this looks okay. And I did like a Darth, you know, Jar Jar Binks as a joke, because that's like a joke in the like whatever, that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord. It could have been better. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say didn't execute well. Honestly, overall, I don't feel like it's a nail fail, but I really did not execute it well. My fucking elegant lady flower nails. It's perfection. Oh my god, they're perfect. They're beautiful. They're elegance. They're grace. I'm an elegant woman. Don't let anyone ever tell you that I am a gremlin of the sewer, because does a gremlin of the sewer wear that? I don't fucking think so. She's elegant. She's fucking grace. She is S ranked. Another wheel picks my manicure. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's basic. It's on everyone's timeline. The the wheel picked a winner plate for me, and so I made like a little penguin in the summer kind of vibe going on. It's okay, it's all right. I feel like it comes across not well though. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna say I didn't execute it well. What did the other fingers have to do with each other? They don't. There's just a penguin on my nail and like some like pine texture. I'm gonna say didn't execute it well. My free run manicure. Oh, my free run manicure, that's S rank. Oh, it's so good. I did have a little bit of smudging going on Free Run's face, but honestly, I feel like it looks so good regardless. The flowers look perfect. Himmel looks great. Free Run looks okay. She's a little smudged, but honestly, I'm gonna say it's fucking S rank. My espresso manicure. So this was for Eurovision. I watched Eurovision against my will, and this guy went espresso, no need to be a stresso when you've got whatever. I can't remember the song. The coffee beans don't look great. I feel like it is okayly executed. Honestly, I'm gonna say I didn't execute it well. My coffee beans don't really come across. Him drinking the coffee doesn't really come across. The one thing that saves this manicure is the little bendy bit I got. I feel like that's readable completely. If you watched Eurovision and then you saw my manicure, you probably, with it being fresh in your mind, you probably be like, oh, it's that. But like so far removed from it now, I think it does lose a lot of readability and whatnot. Peekaboo manicure with eclipse. I'm just gonna say that's on everyone's timeline. I feel like that looks really fun and cool. I basically used Island Peas Eclipse as my base, and then I stamped with a black polish, and I got this cool peekaboo effect. Very easy, very simple, very effective. Hard to fucking photograph. Oh my god. I don't know why I invited peekaboo manicures into my life this year, but I keep doing them, and each time I do one, I'm like, damn, this is really hard to photograph. Shocked Pikachu face every fucking time. This is really hard. My Bluey manicure. My best friends just welcomed a baby into their life, and their baby shower was Bluey themed. I'm gonna say this is almost perfect. I feel like if I had both the characters looking at each other, I feel like this would have looked really, really cute, but one looks a little cross-eyed and whatnot. So I feel like I'm just gonna put this in almost perfect. I think the little paw prints are very cute. And now we get into my June manicures. All right, we're gonna go into Rainbow City. First manicure of June was this lovely rainbow striped line. This is fucking S rank, bitch. Oh my god, flawless. That manicure is flawless. My rainbow fish. I'm actually gonna say this could have been better. I didn't plan my colors too well, and some of my colors blended together to make new colors. So for my middle finger, that yellow and blue blended together to create a green. So I kind of lost the pride flag. It looks fine. It's okay, but it could have been better. My rainbow gradient. This I didn't execute well. I'm just gonna throw this at the bottom. I have like no purple here. Where's my purple? Where's the purple? She's gone. She's kind of invisible. And I feel like if I had planned if I planned it better, I definitely would have had a purple on there, but I just kind of threw, a gradient at this. So I didn't execute that well. My little rainbow swirly thing. I'm gonna again say I didn't execute this well. I feel like it's okay. It's all right. It's just not great. There's like something missing, maybe like doing like some stars or some sparklies around it. It just looks unfinished, there's just something missing. Nah, didn't execute well. My pride cubes, I'm gonna say could have been better. It just doesn't read pride to me. It looks cool. It looks cute and cool, but definitely I'm noticing like all the spots where I missed or like filled in like into another square and whatnot and bumped onto each other. And it just doesn't really read. It just doesn't read well to me. So I'm just gonna say could have been better. Bananas. The idea is cute and funny, but it didn't execute well. It doesn't read as a pride manicure. It looks really funny and cute, but I didn't sit with the idea long enough, and it just doesn't read as like bisexual or or banana, so it's kind of a fail on two fronts. I think it's cute and funny after I explain it to you. If I say banana, you go, oh, but looking at it, you're gonna be like, what the fuck am I looking at? Pride Splatter Mani. Honestly, I'm gonna say it's basic and on everyone's timeline. I think this is probably, you know, this is a pretty basic manicure, but it was executed well. I don't really see any faults with it, and the fact that I was able to kind of get it to line up in rainbow order looks really nice, and actually was kind of difficult and was a lot of luck. So I'm just gonna say it's basic. My Pride Rainbow Hearts. This is a nail fail. That is a nail fail, 100%. My hearts have no consistency to them whatsoever. A lot of them are way too close to each other. Some of them are way too far apart. I just didn't plan this manicure whatsoever. I was like, yes, I can do hearts with a dotting tool. And then I just went for it. And then, yeah, I think it's okay. It's fine. But nah. My Pride Skelly Boys. This is going to become a traditional manicure that I do every June, and this is fucking S-ranked, bitch. Sorry, I had to adjust because now I'm getting into things. But yeah, the Skelly Boys are S-ranked. I take nail polish thinner and I dilute my polish so much so that it looks kind of like watercolor paint, and it just comes out beautifully every time. I love that technique so much. Mwah! My lesbian bees. My lesbian bees. That's S rank. I feel like it's 100% readable. The B kind of lets the manicure down just a little bit. The middle finger's not really clocking too much, but I feel like the honeycomb nail and like the two just other nails, like the pinky and pointer, I feel like they carry hard, so I'm just gonna say S ranked. You know what? No. We're gonna put her almost perfect. Almost perfect. All right. I feel like I could improve that. My Succulents. This is S rank. This is S rank. This manicure is so beautiful. I feel like I'm going to recreate it every year. Oh my days. Stunning manicure. Stunning manicure. It doesn't read Pride so much, but I do still have like a rainbow going on and whatnot. Not a great Pride manicure, but a stunning just general manicure. My Asexual Axolotls. I'm gonna say almost perfect. My asexual gradient just doesn't read well. I feel like it could have read just a little bit better. So if I gotten that gradient down just a bit better, I feel like that could have been an S rank mani. My Trans Mermaid Scale Mani. Honestly, I think this is S rank. There's just something about this manicure that scratches an itch for me. It looks so satisfying on the nails and I loved it. It also glowed in the dark. I feel like that was a very strong manicure. I don't know why, I just enjoyed it so much. My Gender Fluid Water Marble, I'm gonna say it was a nail fail. I smudged when I top coated. It just doesn't read whatsoever as a Pride manicure whatsoever. I feel like even after I say gender fluid, you're still trying to look for the colors and be like, yeah, I see it. It's not a great manicure. It didn't do well. It's not well executed mani. MLM Pride manicure. Now, MLM means men loving men, but it also means multi-level marketing. So every time I hear MLM in just the context of Pride, I always think pyramid schemes. So I made those two concepts kiss. I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. It's almost perfect. There's just something not right about it. I feel like my chatbot looks really cute. But I feel like the gradient's not there. I feel like that teal blue Pride gradient just isn't there, but I enjoy this manicure nonetheless. It makes me laugh every time. My 4th of July manicure. This is S rank. This is fucking S rank. Are you fucking kidding me? I put our Constitution on my goddamn nails? Motherfucker, that shit ate. This shit, perfection. That manicure was S fucking ranked. I worked so hard on that lettering and it came out perfect. It is, you can tell what the fuck it is. It has readability. It looks absolutely stunning. My Flamingo manicure. I'm gonna say this is basic. It's on everyone's timeline. I do this every year. I create this like kind of like pink lemonade gradient on my nails. I think it looks cute. Comes out well every time, but it's basic. My swimming pool manicure. I'm gonna say this is almost perfect. I feel like it's well executed, but if I had given like more depth to the actual creatures I put on my nails, like maybe had like some of their fins dipped in water, I feel like this would have looked way better. There's a lot going on in this mani. I think maybe that's it. It's just a little bit busy for the size of your nails. So yeah, we're gonna say almost perfect. This shitty gradient, the colors are beautiful. It's just not good. Absolutely not. We're gonna say nail fail. There's no balance whatsoever. She's not cute. I have no idea what this is. It's not executed well. It's not cute. I have no idea what I was attempting here. But it's a nail fail. You can see the white base I used on my pointer finger. Girl, I think I was water marbling with jelly polishes. Maybe that's it. It's not cute. My dinosaur manicure, honestly, almost perfect. This was inspired by like dinosaurs in Colorado. This guy just built dinosaurs on his property and they're all janky and funny looking, but I appreciate him so much. I love him so much. So I decided to put them on my nails. Perfect. I don't know what the heck this was. Nail fail. I guess I attempted to do like the nail polish thinner trick again, but only used 2 colors on my nails and it looks so awful. What is that? My Apothecary Diaries manicure. Now, if I didn't cover up my gradient, this would be an S rank mani, but because I covered up my gradient, it's an A rank. I should have positioned the flowers on my pointer and pinky better. Instead I went dead center and I just completely covered up the beautiful gradient that those 2 polishes combined created. So yeah, we're gonna say she's almost perfect. Hot pink, cobalt blue stamping. I'm gonna say it's basic and on everyone's timeline. I think it looks nice. I think it looks very fun and refreshing. It's obnoxious and hurts my eyes, but it's a little bit basic. Elegant Lady Flowers. That's S rank beach. That is S ranked. My Elegant Lady Flowers look so good. I had an ombre gradient under magnetic hollow taco and then flowers on top and it just looked so beautiful. She's elegant, she's grace. I'm done. My butterfly wings. Honestly, I'm gonna say butterfly wings are basic and on everyone's timeline. I feel like they're okay. They're all right. Not the best butterfly wings I've ever seen, but they're okay. Disco snails. I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. My disco snails are almost perfect. I meant to give the one on my middle finger a gold chain and I completely forgot. And I am heartbroken to this day because he needs a gold chain and I fucked it up. It's fine though. It's fine. My Nail Daddy Tyler's Trinkets collab manicure. Now, normally when a brand gives me a full collection, I try to use it in a nail art and I just feel like this wasn't great. I'm gonna say didn't execute well. I think the manicure's cute on its own, but it doesn't have any readability to it. And I think that's just because I tried to shoehorn all the like collab polishes on this and I feel like that just kind of let the manicure down a little bit. I think it's a cute and good manicure, but just the idea wasn't fully solid and I should have like thought on it a bit more. Another Extinct Animals manicure. I'm gonna say almost perfect. I feel like my Salmon Bam Daspis, I can't say it. I feel like if everything was as strong as the Sea Scorpion, this would have been an excellent, excellent manicure. But the Sea Scorpion really stands out as, hey, you paid the most attention to this nail and everything else you kind of just went, blah, 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 blah. This was an almost perfect manicure. I just needed a little bit more attention to detail. My Nail Daddy birthday manicure. I'm gonna say, okay. It's either S rank or almost perfect. I'm gonna say it's S rank. The reason why I'm debating it is because the happy birthday, basically what happened was that John Mulaney joke, you know? It's just like, you start off with a big ass H, and then you quickly run out of fucking space, and you just don't realize what's happening. So Happy Birthday got really, really squiggly, and I tried to make it look like it was on purpose, but it was not. I think Titan as a sim, as a Joker, and as a ghost, I think that came out so cute. This was such a well-executed mani. I feel like I had texture on the dog and whatnot, and this manicure glowed in the dark. Extra points for glow in the dark. I think it looks really nice and cute. My ice cream nails. I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I did this, but this is basic. This is on everyone's timeline. Everyone has ice cream nails. Bop, done. Hollow Taco Nature Mani. This is S rank. I did this originally for the Hollow Taco nail art contest. I didn't win. That's fine. I think that manicure was 10 out of 10. I feel like it was so well executed. I think it looks so good. Yeah, S rank. My radioactive shrimp at Walmart manicure. I'm gonna say this could have been better. I feel like my Walmart is hysterical. That's got like the little, you know, nuclear power plant tower. I feel like the gradient behind the shrimp is great. The one thing that really brings down this manicure is my pinky. I went with a weird like white as the background, and I tried to stick true to a shrimp's coloration, and you just lose it. That's supposed to be shrimp on my pinky, and it's just not readable. So we're gonna say it could have been better. I should have picked a better background for my shrimp. My velvet peekaboo manicure. I'm gonna say it's basic and on everyone's timeline. I think this manicure looks really cute and really good, but yeah, it's on everyone's timeline and it was impossible to photograph. My Hamilton Wait For It manicure. Now this was to celebrate the fact that Hamilton turns 10 years old, and I really, really like that musical. I think it's really nice. I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. I feel like it's just missing something. And I know I got very tired at the end of this manicure. I was originally gonna put like a sinner and a saint on like opposite sides of Aaron Burr, and since I planned the manicure with something being on the pointer and ring finger, you can definitely feel the lack of something because I left space for something and it's just kind of empty. But I feel like the brick is fantastic. Holy shit, the bricks are amazing. Oh my god. I spent way too long painting fucking individual bricks on my nails. Weird, we got tired after building a building. My fall manicure. I'm gonna say this is basic and on everyone's timeline. I feel like this is a very cute mani. I love it oh so much, but basic. She's basic, she looks cute. She's elegant, she's grace, and she's basic. My birthday Twilight nails. Now, unfortunately, Nicole Loves Nails cursed me with the information that me and Bella Swan share a birthday, which is September 13th. I don't like having that information. I wish she did not share that with me. So I guess I had to do another Twilight themed manicure. I have only seen the first movie. And I have put Twilight on my nails like 3 times now. It's S rank though. It's S rank. Edward came out perfect. Bella's a little, you know, Bella needs some work, but that background's 10 out of 10. Edward looks funny. I feel like without even telling you what it is, you could kind of tell. Bella kind of leads you a little bit astray, but seeing that kind of like Washington, dusty, like sunsetty blue hue on the other 2 nails and then someone covering their face, I think it's readable as Twilight. My Apocalypse Polish little tree mani. I didn't execute that well. I didn't execute that well whatsoever. Again, when a brand sends me a full collection, I try to use it in a nail art. And I just didn't execute well. I think it looks nice. I think it does look nice. I just got so hung up in certain details on this that I just overthought it and then just was like, I'm done with this, and then just slapped something on my nails. It is what it is. I think the manicure looks fine, but honestly, I could have done so much more with that collection, and I couldn't think. I couldn't think. World of Warcraft Headless Horseman manicure. This is S rank, bitch. This is S rank. When I posted this on the Reddit Lacarista subreddit, immediately people were like, oh yes, World of Warcraft. People clocked it immediately. There was no doubt what this is. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, this reads 100% the Scarlet Monastery. Yes, I nailed it. And it glows in the dark. And it glows in the fucking dark. Yeah, me and Mark Rutsu. A crackle on top of a glow-in-the-dark polish. Wow. I mean, it's basic. It's on everyone's timeline. It's meh. Honestly, do you consider that nail art? Putting toppers on top of things? Now, I did use like 5 different nail polishes for this. So that is LA Colors Super Bloom topped with Holo Taco's Glow in the Dark Taco topped with Holo Taco's Crack Taco Shell. I think that counts as a nail art. I don't know, I counted it. That's a lot of nail polish on top of my nail. I'm gonna count it. Screw you, purist. I'm counting it. All right, we're gonna take a break because I'm tired and I've been filming for an hour. Guys, we're almost done though. We're almost done. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. It's been a couple hours for me, but for you guys, it's been no time. Next up is my ghost swinging on a swing set Manny. Where's the other one? I can't find the OG one, but you guys are seeing the OG one. This one is S rank. This one is so cute. I loved it so much. I had an aura grading around and it just had such like pristine vibes. 10 out of 10, that is S rank. Next up is my wedding nails. And honestly, I'm gonna say A rank. They're almost perfect. Unfortunately, like my gradient got lost. So basically the inspiration of this manicure was every single time I was a bridesmaid. So I've been a bridesmaid 3 times for my siblings' wedding, my best friend's wedding, and my grandmother's wedding. So I wore purple twice, my grandmother and my siblings. My grandmother was more of a royal purple, while my siblings was more of a lavender. And then my best friend's wedding, I wore black. So I just wanted that in the background. And then my parents, when they got married, they just had a quick wedding in the back of a comic book store before my mother was about to be deployed. So as my mother walked down the aisle, they could hear in the next room a child watching the Tiny Toons. So they heard, it's tiny, it's toony, it's all little loony, and Sunday just jumped on my lap. So that's why my wedding nails are insane, okay? Whatever. It's A rank because I lost my gradient. Oh my god, Sunday, what did you do? Why is the blanket wet? Asshole. Next is these fairy wings I did for Polished Yogi's birthday. I'm gonna say it could have been better. I have such a hard time with like elegant lady vibes, and I tried to just make the most elegant, most beautiful manicure ever for the most beautiful and elegant person ever. And I got an okay manicure. It wasn't that great. I think it just could have been better. Something was off and it just didn't hit at all for me. My matte on glossy stamping. Honestly, I think I think it could have been better. I do think it could have been better. Some details got lost, and I feel like if I was consistent, like I feel like if I used the same exact image on every single nail, it would have been a more successful manicure. Overall, the vibe is perfect, but I just felt like some details got lost. Could have been better. My thermal Victorian art gallery manicure. Honestly, I'm gonna say this is almost perfect. I love this manicure. The stamping didn't work out as much as I wanted to. This was me using Sylvan Claw's like full-on Forgotten collection as a manicure, and one of the polishes didn't stamp as well as I had hoped it would. So you kind of lose a little bit of the spider like wallpaper detail. I think this manicure looks really cute and beautiful. I love the way the thermal polish just works with the nail art. But if the stamping had come out better, this would have been S ranked. My worms manicure. Honestly, this worm manicure, it's S rank. This is so silly. This is so funny. I used the CAD stamping plate with the stupid scared worm on it, and I just gave him Halloween costumes. It's perfect. It's amazing. It's immaculate. The vibes are just tomfoolery. Love. S rank. Vampire teeth. This is basic. This is on everyone's timeline. If you break your middle or ring finger in October, you're gonna do vampire fangs for the rest of the month. Okay, it's just a basic. You know, we all have it. This is actually the second time I've done it. Memento Mori. Memento Mori? Manny, this is an absolute nail fail. I hated it. I tried to recreate some like 16th century like art, like medieval art on my nails, and it just didn't translate well whatsoever. I feel like the glow in the dark aspect of this manicure worked really well, and I'd like to try doing something like that again. But honestly, the skull with the tongue coming out, it just makes me think of Pirate Software's logo, and then it just reminds me of stupid World of Warcraft drama and a guy basically destroying his career over hardcore World of Warcraft, which is very funny, but also I don't want to be remembering like a year-old drama. So it is a nail fail. My stained glass Halloween manicure. This is S rank. This is S rank. Obviously, it was beautiful glow in the dark. It looked absolutely flawless. I loved it so much, and I'm going to repeat this manicure every single October. It is fantastic. It came out beautifully, and I was just so pleased with it. Okay, guys, everything's getting a little wonky over here, okay? Guys, I'm trying my best down here. We're fighting. My Stamping Peekaboo manicure. Honestly, I had a hard time taking off this manicure. I had such a hard time taking off. I think it's S ranked. I just felt like it was perfect. It had the vibes down. It had like this witchy vibe to it, and it just looked so cool. And this was my first time stamping with magnetic polish and not using the magnetic polish as a base. And that kind of unlocks something really fun, is just trying to stamp with magnetic polish and see what like kind of sticks on the wall. So that was a lot of fun. Manicure that was inspired by AI. So basically in October, I wanted to bust out a bunch of like nail arts, but I was also highly depressed in October. Every time I Google like October nail arts, Halloween nail arts for inspiration, I just kept getting bombarded with AI bullshit. So I was like, finally, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna try and recreate one and see if I can do it better. And I feel like I did. And honestly, I think it's almost perfect. There's something spooky about this. While I was doing the manicure, I was like super like not into it. But when I look back at it, I'm just like, this has a vibe. This has 100% a vibe, and I love it. Obviously, full disclosure, I didn't generate any of the images. Duh, I'm not generating AI images. I just used one as inspo. My spooky little flamingos. I'm gonna say they're almost perfect. Honestly, I'm not seeing too many flaws with them. I wish I was just a little bit more detailed on some of the like flamingos, like the ghost. The ghost feels like a little bit throwaway, but that mini was a lot of fun. It was just bright and everything, and just chef's kisses, a little bit of silliness in October. My disappearing skulls. I don't feel like I executed those well at all. There's just something missing. I wanted it to look like they were coming out of smoke, and it just didn't work. This was actually inspired by a mani that Danny Shout did, and she had this spooky skull coming out of smoke, and it worked so well in her mani. In mine, it falls a little flat. It just kind of looks like my skulls are disappearing out of like a splotch and not smoke. So okay vibe, not 100% there. No, we're getting smaller. Bitch, we're getting smaller and smaller, and we're only in October. My lesbian vampires. Honestly, it could have been better. I'm not 100% centered on some of these, like the middle finger, it's not centered right. I needed to mush her over just a little bit, and it just didn't work. You can actually see my hand pose. I'm like kind of tilted a little bit more. That way you can see her face. And yeah, that was just a full nail fail of just not centering it correctly. I feel like the vibe is there, but honestly, no, I'm gonna say I'm going back down. I'm going didn't execute well. Honestly, it doesn't even read as like lesbian pride whatsoever either to me. For some reason, my colors just aren't right, and I'm just, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a pride mani, and not like my pride mani. Oh well. My Haunted Mansion mani. Now this was really cute and fun. I will say, I'm gonna take it out of didn't execute well and bump it up to C, could have been better, because the middle finger saves everything. I used Hollow Taco's Magnetic Taco to create the velvet effect on top of my like floating orb. I can't remember her name, Madam something, in the Haunted Mansion, and I feel like it looks so cool. This manicure definitely like fell a little bit flat. Like, it just doesn't read Haunted Mansion well to me at all, especially if you're like a fan of Disney World or Disney and just the Haunted Mansion in general. I feel like it's not that successful, like you wouldn't recognize it at all, and I really should have just like, I don't know. It just, a lot of cool ideas, but it wasn't executed well, but the orb sells it. Okay, so the orb bumps it out of didn't execute well. My first attempt at thermal water marbling. This is 100% a nail fail. It looks so gross. I was trying to see if I could water marble with thermal polishes, so I just threw all my thermal nail polishes in a cup, and it worked. It worked, but also the color combo was so gross. It didn't look cute at all, but it did work. So, and it worked so well, in fact, that I water marbled more times with thermals. So I did another thermal water marble. I feel like this looks okay. I'm gonna put it in basic. I feel like the water marble was successful, but my colors just kind of are getting away from me a little bit. I like it, but it could have been better. It could have been better. Water marbling with magnetic polish. I'm going to bump this up because of the challenge. I'm gonna say it's almost perfect. Now, what I did was I water marbled with magnetic polish. I used 2 magnetic polishes, that's 4. I used 2 magnetic polishes. Then I used Tyler's Trinkets magnetic elixir, which I did receive in PR, to re-wet the polish, then velvetize it. And it actually worked. It actually worked, which I was floored by. I need to try a little bit more contrasting magnetics, something a little bit more dazzling, because Island Peas Amber, and I believe it was another Tyler's Trinkets I believe I used the Nail Daddy collab one. Can't remember right now, which I did receive in PR. Those didn't clash enough. I needed a bit more separation. I think it's cute, but I need to try it again. But because I attempted to water marble with magnetics, we're bumping that up, okay? Almost perfect. All right, my thermal fox. This is S tier. This is S tier, absolutely. I stamped with magnetic polish. It came out so cute, and that fox is so detailed. I love him so much. The contrast of Big Bad Banana, which I did receive in PR from Apocalypse Polish, thank you. It just looks so stunning. Oh, it like punched me in the face with fall. Thank you. Water marbling again with thermal nail polish. I'm gonna actually say this one is S rank. This one, I felt like I really hit my stride. There's a bit of a contrast. There's a bit of a shift. You can definitely see the water marbling through and through. I do like the effect of a peekaboo, like water marble effect, but I just kind of like to also see like the water marble completely, because, you know, what's the point of water marbling if not to see the cool wobble marble part? So that one's an S rank. My fall gradient with stamping with a magnetic polish. I'm gonna say I didn't execute this one well. I don't know why. I just didn't get my gradient like gradiated enough. It's just not smooth, and it doesn't really look nice. And then the magnetic stamp, it disappeared too much. So it just kind of looks like, it looks unfinished. It doesn't look like I completed a manicure. So I'm gonna say I didn't execute that one well. Another whimsical fox. This is S rank. S rank, bitch. Oh my God. Oh, Hollow Tacos Inkwell and Island Peas Amber. That is gonna be a staple for my fall manicures. Are you kidding me? That was so beautiful. And that mani moving, delicious. My first mint swirl manicure. I'm gonna say it could have been better. I didn't really have a mint swirl on every nail. Like, you can see they're kind of there, but not fully. I think it's an okay manicure. I have definitely executed mint swirls much cleaner than this. I feel like it works okay. I feel like it's an okay manicure. It could have been better. My Avatar: The Last Airbender manicure. This is S rank. Bitch. Oh my God. Can I just say, Mooncat never showed the side of the box with the air temple on it. I just kind of guessed. I mean, obviously it's an educated guess that they all had kind of buildings on the side. So I was like, oh, maybe there's gonna be an air temple, but I got the air temple they chose correct. And I just felt really good about that. Wow, you predicted something. Wow, you predicted that Monday is indeed gonna happen again. Honestly, this manicure is fire. I loved it so much. S rank. This is a fucking nail fail. I tried to do like a peekaboo, like I wanted to gradient with magnetic polish, but also have a peekaboo effect. And I just, I wound up with that. And I think I did that live on stream too. Oh God, that was filmed. I believe that was live on stream. So, that was just a bloodbath. My candy canes. Now, I'm gonna say this didn't Now I'm gonna say I didn't execute this well, and the only thing that's saving it from a nail fail is the fact that that is my dominant hand. That is my swatching hand. So that means Miss Pretty over here painted those lines. My non-dominant hand did that. So not terrible, but not bad. It's pretty bad. I can't paint a straight line with my left hand. Are you kidding me? But honestly, it's not the worst. It could have been worse. My snowflakes. Oh, these snowflakes came out so good. I'm gonna say they're basic. I think they're really cute and fun, and I got a great layering effect and whatnot, and they're glow in the dark. Absolutely love. I think they're a bit basic though. Cute manicure. My peekaboo snowflakes and an aura gradient. This could have been better. I really enjoyed the color combination of Holotaco's Wanderlust and I think it's Mooncat. Can't remember. Editing Linearies got me. I felt like that color combo was insane and I need to bust it out again because whew, gorgeous. But my snowflakes completely missed the mark. But hey, it's all right. It could have been better. Stamping tutorial manicure. I'm gonna say this, I didn't execute this well. The stamps are okay, everything's okay. It's just the color combination was very hard to see and very hard to read, but I went into that manicure with the expectation of doing a stamping tutorial and not really nail art. It's an okay manicure, but not the great. Not executed well. Christmas swirls, my mint swirls. These are so cute. I love them oh so much. They are like my favorite manicure to do for the holidays, and I'm gonna say, ooh, are they basic or are they perfect? I'm gonna say they're perfect. I'm gonna say they're almost perfect. Oh God, guys, we're getting smaller. I'm gonna say they're almost perfect. They're stunning, they're beautiful, and I love them so much. But yeah, the snow globes. That's S rank, bitch. And that idea came from the Haunted Mansion manicure. The moment I started putting Magnetic Taco on the stupid Haunted Mansion manicure, I was like, wait the fucking minute, I could do snow globes in a month. I could do snow globes. And I kept that right in here, baby. Perfectly executed. I had gay cardinals, I had a little snowman, I had a log cabin and a tree, and it came out so cute. The only thing I would change is probably the bases of my snow globes in this manicure, but oh my God, are you kidding me? Stunning. My simple trees. This did numbers. I don't know why this manicure popped off. It did so well as a short. It did so well just likes in general off of Instagram. I don't understand how these simple trees did so well. I'm gonna say it's a basic manicure. It's cute, it's whimsical, but it's just white polish and a green magnetic polish that was stamped. I think it's okay. I just don't understand why it did so well. I don't understand. Never try to understand the algorithm, guys, because you'll just get confused. You won't know what's happening. So I'm just gonna say she's basic. Another stamp with snowflakes. I didn't execute this well whatsoever. My color combos, whatever. It's not that great. It's an okay manicure, but honestly, I popped that one off in less than like a day. I was like, ugh. It didn't spark joy, but it wasn't a nail fail. My dark water marble. I'm gonna say it could have been better. I didn't have enough gold in there. If my gold popped a little harder, I feel like that would have bumped it up, but it did have like dark wrapping paper vibes, which whatever that means. Pride houses. Honestly, this doesn't read as pride. I'm gonna say this manicure's cute and I like it, but I feel like something's missing, so something could have been better. I'm not quite sure how I could have made it better, but just something's off. And it was meant to be a pride manicure, but it just lost all readability, and it looks cute, but just, I don't know. It felt a little flat for me. Another water marble. Honestly, I think this water marble's pretty basic. It's cute, it's got princess vibes, it's got like Elsa vibes. I loved it so much, I felt like an elegant lady, but she's a bit basic. My hexagon stamp. I didn't execute that well whatsoever. It's not a nail fail, but like I was trying desperately to use that hexagon stamp, and like I was just kind of throwing as much as I could at the wall, and it kept sliding off the wall and nothing stuck, and I still haven't successfully used it. I'm bitter about it. My glass bead multi-chrome stamp. This is S rank. Honestly, that manicure I thought was really nice. I thought that manicure was really cool. I thought it was really good. I don't know. It just, the way it moved, it looked so spectacular. Again, another bitch to photograph. Stop doing peekaboo manicures. They're impossible to photograph. They only move well. All right? This is a note to me as editing Linnery. Stop it. Candy cane manicure. I'm just gonna say it's basic. It's on everyone's timeline. Everyone's done this one. It's okay. It's a cute manicure. Nothing wrong with basic. Northern Lights, bitch! That's S rank. Duh. That Northern Light manicure came out so good. I had no hopes for it whatsoever because the last time I painted Northern Lights on my nails, it didn't come out good. And that was at the start of the year. See, nail arts practice. Nail arts practice. Remember my I4? Remember my eye sore on I4? I tried Northern Lights then. And look at the improvement. Bitch, nail art is practice. Disappearing icicles. I'm gonna say almost perfect. I love that manicure. That manicure was a lot of fun. It moved really well. It was really fun. I think it's almost perfect. My gradient was stamping. I'm gonna say it could have been better. I lost a lot of my gradient when I stamped over it. I don't know what happened, but my gradient kind of disappeared. I used 3 colors, but it only looks like I used 2. So I feel like I should have gone heavier on the lighter color and brought it down a bit more. It could have been better if I gradiated better. And also I tried to use the hexagon snowflakes again, and they kind of disappeared. I liked the tone on tone. It just didn't work super well. My Swaro cactuses. I'm gonna say didn't execute. I'm gonna say could have been better. No, back down to didn't execute well. I forgot about the background. I wanted to try. I've never successfully used a fan art brush in nail art, and I still have yet to. And then I used a stamping plate that was far too busy, so then I just wound up freehanding those damn Swaros. And honestly, it was really cute. It was fun to put little Santa hats on cactuses. But I feel like that idea just needs a little bit more time in the pot to just think about it a little bit longer to actually get something that looks nice. That background was just a bloodbath. Oh my god. My candy canes. I'm gonna say they're basic. My candy canes are basic. I loved this manicure. I don't know why. I just loved it. I had a hard time taking that off, and like, you know, eventually it had to give up the ghost. Like I was starting to get lifting and I was like, okay, goodbye. That was fun. I think that's gonna be like a staple for me from now on. Mint swirls. Mint swirls. I keep whistling my swirl. Mint swirls. I'm actually gonna put this in almost perfect. I got 1 swirl, and if I got 3 more, it would have been perfect. I really like that manicure. That 1 perfect swirl I got is chef's kisses. The rest, they fall flat, but honestly, I feel like that 1 perfect just is carrying hard, so we're gonna put her in almost perfect. Krampus. Krampus is S rank. I don't think I need to explain why Krampus is S rank. He's perfect. He's beautiful. The little footprints. Oh my god. I was struggling so hard. I was like, okay, I want to put Krampus on my nails. I don't know what I'm going to do with my pinky though, because I don't want to paint something stupidly detailed on a stupid small canvas. And then while I was taking a shower, I was like, his footprints, put them in the snow. Done. Christmas tree. It's not a nail fail. I'm gonna put it on didn't execute well. Again, that's on my right hand, which I did freehand everything on that on my right hand. So it was still a little bit more difficult because left hand is not dominant whatsoever, but I felt like it came out okay. My snow bears, my little snow bears, my polar bears. I don't know why I keep saying snow bears. I'm gonna put them on basic. I don't know, I was thriving with that manicure too. For some reason, I'm like, wow, I really enjoyed the simple manicures. I don't know what's up. I felt like the bears came out cute. They were a simple little stamp. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. My pride snowflakes. That's a nail fail. I was so mad at those damn snowflakes. They didn't turn out good at all. They look so bad. They look so bad. They make me laugh with how bad they are. It's fine, it's okay, but dang, those were rough. My Santas. I'm gonna say my Santas were basic. I loved my Santas. I thought they were really cute, but you know, they're basic. My Elegant Lady Christmas nails. Bitch, those are S rank. Those are S rank so hard. Oh my God, the way that moved. The way that mini moved. Bitch. Stunning. Another thermal water marble. It was way too cold in my room for me to be able to water marble. So I'm gonna put this in could have been better, because if my room was actually the correct temperature for water marbling, this would have been fine. But yeah, my room was far too cold for water marbling. So my polish was too cold, my water was too cold, everything was too cold. I was too cold. My Christmas sloths. S rank beach. I redid a manicure I did 3 years ago, I believe. And I wanted to prove that nail art is practice. I get so many comments so often, what I would give to have your talent, what I would trade to have that kind of skill. And I can just tell you guys, it's time. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. It's practice. 100% of nail art is practice. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get. That's just how it is. Like I said, with my Northern Light manicure, I tried Northern Lights at the beginning of the year and then towards the end of the year, and that is the stark difference. Bam. 3 years of practice, boom. Now, mind you, my other sloths are so adorable. They're so cute, and I wouldn't replace them for the world. But my newer ones are more true to the inspiration, which was my Christmas wrapping paper. It's practice. My chocolate water marble swirls, I'm gonna say almost perfect. Something went wrong. I'm struggling with water marbling, guys. I don't know. It's just this temperature shift and then whatnot, and I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't normally struggle this much with water marbling, but we're getting there. I think this manicure looks so cute. It's very like candy coated, which is what I wanted, but it's like Ivory Tower bled, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And one last water marble to kind of top off the year in didn't execute well. I don't know what went wrong. The room was fine. I was fine. The room was just the normal temperature that everything is, but like my polish just refused to spread, and I was just like, blah, taking water marbles, you know? And the last manicure of 2025, my dumpster fire to cap off the year, is almost perfect. I felt like my dumpster fire came out beautifully, but the other fingers kind of let it down. So I did 34 S rank manicures, 27 A rank, 26 B rank, 19 C rank, 21 D ranked, and 14 fails. 14 nail fails. Ugh. Now, last year I did do 94 nail art looks, and I wanted to do over 100 nail art looks this year in 2025. So I did 141. If I counted right, there might be a manicure missing here, because for some reason I was saying 142, but it looks like I've lost one along the way. I'm pretty sure I did 141 though. I think my favorite manicure I did this year, it has to go to the snow globes. I feel like the snow globes, I just got a lot of people who like recreated that nail art look on their own nails and whatnot. And I thought that was really cool that people were just inspired by my nail art to do the same exact thing, which I thought was just so cool and so flattering, to be honest. It was so flattering seeing a bunch of people just recreate this on their nails, and like they all looked incredible. Let's go. I think from a sentimental kind of vibe, I do think my sloths are pretty up there as well, just because I got the feedback on that short of, you're right, yes, it is. Holy shit, look at the progress. Let's go. Nail art is practice. Now, I know we're all wondering, what was my husband's favorite manicure? And that would be the dinosaurs, the ones that were inspired by the Colorado dinosaurs. Apparently that was his favorite. I will say I'm very happy with just my nail art progression as I have continued on in my nail arting journey. I feel like I am seeing myself improve by leaps and bounds, and I feel like I'm challenging myself each and every stream. in my most recent live stream, I did an Omnisaya like AdMech manicure, and goodness gracious, that took me 4 hours, but it looks so good. It looks so good, and I'm so pleased with just what I'm able to do with nail art. I don't know, nail art's bringing a lot of joy, and it's bringing art back into my life. If you go back to the earliest videos on my YouTube channel, it's not nail polish, baby. It's me drawing portraits. And eventually I just got too depressed to really like draw like that. I will constantly say like comparison is the thief of joy, because it's true. I have experience with it. Thinking I'm not good enough for like art and whatnot in general. And I don't know, there's just something about nail art that just, it feels serious, but not that serious, right? There's only so much you can put on this tiny itty bitty canvas, and then in like a week's time, it's gonna go away. You're gonna have to take it off. So there's only so much you can put into it, and I don't know. I feel like I really found my passion with nail art. But yeah, please let me know if you disagreed at all with any of my rankings. Fight me about my ranking, okay? And let me know, when did you join my little space, the internet? What was the nail art that you saw me do the first? What was your first nail art that you got to experience from me? I think it was so fascinating reading the comments on the short where I was showing all of them, and then people were like, I joined at this manicure. That was so cute. I loved it so much. I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye. Starting off with my and if I'd given the same exact my manatees, I did this on my hot pink cobalt. How are my glasses so fucking dusty? The hell, beach. So I felt like I would just continue that tradition. I feel like it's just the orientation I have of the everything else is some of my colors graded, some of my crater, after I explain it to you. My pride splat, I think it's splatter manis. I do think splatter manis are, I just gave an excuse to how I just said how my asexual I feel like that could have been an S ranked. And I'm getting tired, baby. I should have positioned those flower. Okay, I moved some things around. Okay. Hopefully editing Linry doesn't get pissed. She's gonna get pissed. Another extinct animals manicure. And then I used flesh. Then I tried to stick true to a shrimp's coloration after it's cooked. And it just, oh my God, there's a cat in my lap. Alrighty. My grandmother was more of a rural, if you break your middle or ring finger in, and it worked so well, in fact, that I water marbled more times with my, oop, nope. Oh, I can move this shit. Can I move this down here? Oh my God, thank God. Yes. Okay, get this shit out of here. Because it's fucking confusing me. I can't see shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I just spilled water all over myself. Okay.